This is problem number 24 from the June 2017 Geometry Regents exam. So we've got a diagram here and it tells us that A to C is 7.2 and CE equals 2.4, and so those have already been labeled. Which statement is not sufficient to prove that the two triangles are similar? So the first statement says that the lines AB and ED are parallel. So these two lines are parallel. Now, if that's the case, that what we can conclude from that is that these two angles are equal to each other, as well as these other angles, because we have this Z pattern, right, in both cases. So in this situation, we would know that all three angles are the same. So that would be proof to show that these are two similar triangles. Option number 2 says that DE equals 2.7 and AB equals 8.1. Oh, and by the way, we know that the scale factor here, you can figure out what's happening is that the triangles are, one is a rotation of the other, right? So 2.4, this distance here becomes 7.2, and we can find the scale factor by doing 7.2 divided by 2.4 to get a scale factor of 3. So 2.7 times 8.1, or sorry, 2.7 times our scale factor of 3 does get 8.1, so that makes sense. So if these two were not the same length, but one is an image of the other, this would be an example of, well, again, we know that these two angles are the same. So this would be an example of side-side angle. And you should know that that is not one way to prove that two triangles are similar. So this would be the correct answer. Real quickly though, I will show you the other two. Option number 3 deals with the lines CD and BC. So these two are images of each other. And that would be an example of side, angle, side. So that is a correct method to prove similarity. And if you were to take a look at the last one, that would be an example, because all the sides are images of each other. That's an example of side, 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 which would also work. So yep, the correct one is option number 2. Thanks for visiting JD's Regents Preparation.